In this video, I'm going to be showing you my scalping session. We're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures. The time frame is 2000 tick chart. And as a price action trader, I'm relying solely on candlesticks being printed on the chart. You have a bearish pattern, spike, and a channel pattern, which is telling me that the sellers are in control. Right now, we bounce off the trend channel line and we're correcting to the EMA. A lot of times, once you bounce off the trend channel line, the opposite line of the trend line, you can have stronger pullback in the opposite direction. Also, there can be tiny overshoot like this. So for this reason, I'm just taking this easy, respecting the correction, and I will pay attention to what prices do once we hit this trend line. Alright traders, we have a second entry short right here. If this bearish bar is going to get a trigger, downtrend needs new low, the big one needs new low as well. We just have a second entry short. I would go long here, but the single bar was the inside bar, so I can't really take inside bar. But two downtrends need new low, so you want to take second entry short here according to bias. The problem is this was an inside bar, so I had to skip. When the context is great, you can consider inside bar, but we had overshoot some stronger pullbacks. I really wanted to see some stronger bar. It's a shame because it looks like great textbook trade to the EMA. Two trends need new low. Well, hopefully we get another setup soon. Alright, resuming the video, we have breaking new low, new market cycle, which is a bullish uptrend. We have a second entry long right here that triggered above bearish bar. Now you have felt second entry short, but the bar is 6.25. But I simply cannot take 6.25. And also we're going quite steady. This is quite congested. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars staring next to each other. So I can't really take this congestion. Most breakouts will fail. You can see this is the breakout out of the congestion, and also we had one leg down. Right now we're going very sideways. EMA completely flattened. So I'm not even looking for trades. Very hard for me to identify edge in this structure, so I just wait. I'm not even looking for trades, and we're going to wait for some established structure, maybe some new downtrend so I can consider second entry short. But right now this is super messy. I'm not touching this, and once we get out of this mess, I'm gonna start trading again. Right, so I'm trying to take a second entry short. The bar is not that big. We may still get on the retracement. We have a second entry short off the EMA and a new downtrend, but we missed the trade. Scalp was made, so I have to cancel the order now. But this was a second entry short again, just like here. Downtrend now was confirmed. We got out of the mess. Two key entry points. The channel can be like this, still in play. The market really picked up. The volatility is quite big. It's quite spiky, so I will have to be a little bit more aggressive in my entries. But it's a decent second entry short. Two legs up, breaking new high. And it confirms the downtrend, so I'm going to wait for another second entry short. We had visual two-legged pullback while the downtrend needs new low, but problem is the overshoot can generate stronger pullback, just like we had here. So I skipped the second entry short. There is also a trigger only on the inside bar, and lower high is too far from the EMA doji bar, so I can't sell here as well. Maybe if I get some mini felt second entry long with the stronger bar, we have it now. I cannot sell below bull bar. Maybe I can consider double bar entry on a felt second entry long, but it cannot close too far down. How big is this? Almost 5 points. Alright traders, recording a video again because I just took the felt second entry long on a limit on a retracement. It happened so quickly. I didn't even manage to move my original 8-tick target profit. The ATR is much bigger. I wanted to go for more. But once it retraced, it instantly dropped lower, took my target. So we made the small scalp, although I wanted to go for like 14 ticks with this ATR. So I'm going to keep the runner here. Stop loss goes one tick above the single bar. This was a new high for entry long, second entry long feather. Massive volatility is low, so I definitely decreased the risk. I want to sell a little bit higher. So this is why I ended on a deep retracement. This downtrend needs new low. New low was made. And now let's see what's going to happen next. Alright traders, our runner got hit at break even. I decided to draw even wider channel because since the downtrend started, we are pretty much for the most part below EMA the whole time. It looks like a one clean push down. Correction played out with a break new high, and push below EMA is further confirming the fact that we need new low. Alright traders, I'm resuming the video because we have a felt second entry long. The bar is 4.75, so I want to use limit order. New high first entry long, second entry long feather. And I didn't get filled because we already reached the scalp. So I'm going to scale down number of contracts because the bars are quite big. I'm going to have to enter at the lows a little bit more aggressively. Right traders, we have a second entry long here, but I didn't take it because I'm not sure if there's a break in new high or or not, because you have a break, push to a new high. So for this reason, I'm just gonna sit this one out and see what's gonna happen. I came back from my break, and right now we have bullish structure, but everything to the upside played out. So I'm gonna pause looking to go long for now and see how EMA reacts now, if I'm supposed to look for wider channel or not. I'm a follower of price action. I'm not gonna predict it. I'm gonna follow what the market makers are doing. Right, traders, I'm resuming the video. I just entered a failed second entry short. You have a lowest low of the correction, first entry short, pullback, second entry short failure. If I'm gonna zoom out, I drew the bigger uptrend like this, one swing, second swing here. Overshoot leads to a break, it aligns with the higher time frame. So now I expect new high to be tested. I decreased the contract size a little bit because ATR is quite big and bars got bigger. So just to be comfortable, I lowered the number of contracts. Stop loss has to go one tick below the single bar, scalping 6 contracts and leaving 1 contract as a runner. Alright, we got the scalp, so I'm gonna place the stop loss to break even. You can see the overshoot generated break, so now I know it's safer to go long. So this is a failed second entry short, second attempt to sell above EMA, and I'm just gonna manage the runner. But it's getting quite late, so we may not have a good runner here. Let's see. Alright, traders, I'm gonna wrap it up with my 2 trades. This is the overall structure for today. We had decent downtrend to begin with, 2 legs up. Second entry short would be great trade, but I had inside bar, so I can't really market. But 2 trends need new low. That's always a confidence booster that you can go short when you have even the secondary channel, this small one that needs new low. This was tricky area because it looks like uptrend is in play, but also you're breaking below EMA. So every single time you have a lot of conflicting variables, it's better to stay patient, not take a trade in this congestion. Then there was a great second entry short, went super fast. Another 2-leg pullback, but as you can see, it didn't trigger. This means we cancel the order. Sometimes you can enter here because you can see the bar is pretty much bearish. There is only bearish tail, no bullish tail at the bottom, so bearish doji. Sometimes you can consider, but watching this live, you had potential overshoot. So I believe we need to wait here. I took the failed second entry long on retracement, which you need to use limit order because you don't want to sell at the very low. You have another second entry long, new high here, first entry long, pull back, second entry long failure. After breaking new low, you have to skip the very first second entry. But we can take stronger trades such as a lower high, double trap, or failed second entry long. So you can consider, I skipped it because I respected breaking new low. But EMA keeps rejecting every single time, so I can definitely see why someone would risk a failed second entry long like this. Break. Nothing pretty much to catch new low here. You can view it as a mini failed breakout out of the congestion, but it's just not the cleanest trade. Breaking new low. You have some convincing resistance, so you can consider selling. Triple test. Push down. I like this failed second entry long locally. You're selling quite at the low of the push, but we're scalpers mainly, and because it's at the EMA, triple test too, just for a small scalp. But also bar is quite big, so you may want to consider some limit order, but for a small scalp can be considered. Market reversed up. I wouldn't go long just yet because if I'm going to zoom back, we've been working lower the entire day, so I'm going to respect more bearish bias because it's simply the main bias. I really thought we were going to go down and start brand new push phase. Then I went on my break, and this is pivotal. Once there is no new push phase, a market reverse all the way back up here, you pretty much cannot argue with the market, and you need to adapt what is the new trend, which right now market reverse bullish. Second entry long, another inside bar, and another second entry long, but it's way too big, almost 6 points, no room to scalp out. You have some better bars here, especially here. This one, you're still not sure exactly who you're going to reverse, but this second entry long, you have some smaller bar here. You can definitely go long here. Breaking new high. Nothing much happening. This was all quite without a trade here. You need to be patient. Then you have some market geometry here. EMA keeps holding. You have a second entry long. We're buying at the top of the move at the time, so not the easiest setup to trade. But because you have the small spike in a channel pattern, EMA keeps rejecting like 5 times, you can consider. Then you have some overbought move. You can definitely tell market is out of balance here. So you need to be a little bit patient. I don't see a case to go long here because it looks like potential overshoot for any channel you draw watching this live. Only then we can see it evolve into 2-tier channel. I took the failed second entry short. You would be looking for another failed second entry short. You can't really go long at the top. It's too late, but it's at the very top. It's high low. So you need something a little bit lower. You prefer to buy a little bit lower before reaching latest highs. So you can see this failed second entry short. You're buying deeper when the correction phase ended. I don't want to buy at the top. Even though it worked, you never know when there's going to be the little pullback here. And then it's going to go higher like this. So decent price action overall. I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you have a good trading day, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.